What up, world? You already know what time it is. Your boy Matt Miz, the host with the most number deep to bring no most. All I ever did was give a toast to the real folks who done paved the way in a real way for us players to play. Now let's get right into it, man. I'm trying to figure out why OG is beefing with the YG. Now, why would the OG be beefing with the YG? You know what I'm saying? Is this a move to shift the energy and the blame off of Houston? Because Houston, you have a problem. There's no way Jay Prince and the so-called family, Mob Town family, should be blaming anything or having any animosity towards Offset. Even if Offset first felt the ways when he heard his brother died in your hands, and he did want to do something to y'all, that shouldn't give y'all the reason to just jump out the window and be like, you have to understand emotions run deep, run high, when stuff like that happens, I'm sure Jay Prince understands that, so I really don't understand why he would take it upon himself, create an online back and forth social media beef with a young G, where he could have just gave him a call and really, really kindly spoke about how he felt as a real G would, instead of making it an online thing, you know what I'm saying? Trolling, acting like people ain't gonna see his ways, and how he's really messing up the game for everybody else, because now ain't nobody gonna mess with y'all like that. But now y'all trying to throw taint on other people's names in order to make yourselves look a little bit more gangster than they already are. I'm just trying to figure out why would the OG, so-called OG, go out of his way to try to taint the image of Offset? Do you think Offset's gonna do something to you? Why would you think that if it only had nothing to do with it? And the way y'all talk about on an interview, y'all believe in God so much, right? And the truth. Well, if the truth shall set you free, man, y'all ain't got nothing to worry about, right? That's how I'm looking at it. But if y'all ain't seeing it like the way I'm seeing it, let me show y'all something real quick. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody's trying to gain clout off this whole situation. Let me just bring y'all up to speed. Check Getty's Radio. Shout out to them for this. Check this out.
Exactly what you're saying, right? I'm a man and I've raised a couple kids, right? Taught my kids the facts, gave them the game. I feel from the ghetto. I've been through a lot of shit in my life. And I gave my son, especially my son, everything that's going to happen to you if you decide to go down this road, right?
Okay. Yep.
And if my son, this is just me personally, if my son decides to go that way, I can rest assured that I gave him everything that I gave him. Why? My kids aren't idiots. My kids aren't, ain't no learning disabilities in my family. My kids are smart. I was a smart kid. My son's smart, manipulative, all of that. Can manipulate their mama, all of that shit. Can get away. And tell their mama how bad daddy is because daddy don't play no game.
Right.
I'm on your ass. You fuck up, I'm on your ass. Right? But mama gonna cater to you as she should. She's feminine, right? She's gonna give you that feminine side. I'm gonna give you that masculine side. I'm gonna show you exactly what society gonna do to your ass when you fuck up. It's gonna punish you. No sympathy. Society gonna beat the shit out of you, bro. When you grow, right? So I handle my son that way. So I said, I'm like, when my son grows up and you decide to stray away from the lessons I gave you in life. Now you may need some lessons here and there, but ultimately, the macro lessons I gave you, if you decide to stray away from that, then I did my best. Ain't my fault, bro. It ain't my goddamn fault, bro.
It ain't your
fault. I was there.
Parents.
I was there. Yeah. I didn't abandon you. I changed your diapers. I taught you how to walk. I taught you how to ride a bike. I taught you how to fight. I taught you how to fight the girls. I taught you to put condoms on. I was there through it all, through the difficulties, the puberty levels, all of that. I was there. Right? Now, if you go through, if you take all that I gave you, and you say, I want to go run with them niggas. I want to go be like them niggas. I want to be in a block with them niggas. I want to be in guns with them niggas. I want to sport a flag, blue or red, like them niggas. Then you on your fucking own. Period.
Then you gonna be just like them niggas.
And you gonna be just like them niggas.
Right.
Stop it. Don't go with
Right. I agree with that.
Especially now, I will say this. Somebody just made a great point. Ace is a state. She said, kids listen to what you do, not what you say, right? It's all how you living.
I agree.
How you living too.
The most overrated thing that we were taught as kids is don't do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah.
And we actually subscribe to that. We subscribe to that.
That's old school.
That's old school
shit,
but we still subscribe to that. I can keep my room looking like shit, but I want you to keep your room clean.
That's how that works. Yeah. Hey, Camille, speak on.
I was just saying, I agree that parents, you need to lead by example. You don't want your kids doing gangster shit, then you shouldn't do gangster shit. And I'm not a parent, but I've heard the saying that it goes something like your kids like reap your sins or something like that. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but like
the child pays for the sins of the father.
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying. Paying for the sins of the father. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe it's the children paying for the sins of the father.
Yeah. That may be true. And I will say this. You gotta be careful at what your children know about if you care about stuff like that, right? If your kids know that you were a false ass nigga back in the day and all that, then they're gonna admire that part of you. So when those instances and when those things come up, I just think it's a fine line between teaching your kid how to be tough, how to deal with the world, and then also teaching them to be responsible about their books, about their business. You know what I mean? So you don't want your kid to be a punk. You don't want your son to be a punk. Be getting bullied and shit, getting his ass whooped in school all goddamn day.
Right.
Then come home crying so he took his lunch money.
But let's look at it.
You should have.
Let me say this, and I got nothing. say it was
No,
just
you good, Frank. You good, Frank. I appreciate you.
Yeah, you good, bro.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
good.
everybody.
Speak on it,
I
though.
don't you know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna say this right quick.
Yeah.
It's a terrible. Let's just say Jay Prince taught him everything right. It was just one glimpse in judgment because they wasn't aggressive when they needed to be aggressive. They tried to game themselves out of shit instead of goddamn me bang themselves out of it. What that mean? You know that this ignorant ass nigga over here on the side with Quavo was on bullshit. You know that your nigga ain't gonna take no bullshit. You know they ain't gonna take no bullshit. That means Mike needs to holler at them niggas over there, and Junior needs to get his niggas out of there. They wasn't aggressive on the de-escalation.
Yeah.
Not at all. Especially hold on. Now I gotta phrase this into the question. Do you blame? Can we blame Jay Prince Senior? Because Jay Prince Senior probably went. Yeah, he done went through some de-escalation in his life. He probably didn't teach them how to de-escalate high tension.
That's a good question, Prince. Now let's pose that question to the panel.
Now, see how he said that? He didn't teach them how to de-escalate. Well, he didn't teach them how to bang too, right? He taught them to be productive citizens, you know? Because you don't want to say the same bullshit to go on with your kids, right? So, in other words, you can't really expect his kids to know exactly what to do in that situation because they, like they said, they were raised like that. To see things through the peripherals, you know, to watch situations and see it escalating, you know what I'm saying, and be quick on the draw. But those people, those kids were quick on the draw when it comes to retaliating and not caring if the Prince family were there or not and doing what they had to do. Now, mind you, it's a loss on our side, on the side of Quavo and everything like that, right? With this Migo Band's character. I just want to figure out how to Offset get into the mix as being the bad guy, you know? Why is Quavo so bent up hating on Offset? Does he think like if they were together it wouldn't have happened? They're all chilling together still. Wouldn't have happened to his brother? I don't know, man. I mean, his nephew. I don't know if Quavo and them were there when Offset got jumped by his label mates, you know. Maybe that caused the separation a little bit, you know. I ain't never heard Offset speak on Quavo and say, "Oh, I ain't messing with him no more." Quavo speaking on Offset, you know. So it's kind of messed up that Jay Prince had to bring it out in the forefront. So I just think that the OGs, the YGs shouldn't be beefing, you know. They should be sitting them down and talking to them, coming to a consensus where it's like everybody can get a better understanding, you know. Let's say when the shoe was on the other foot and one of the princes got shot in Atlanta. Or maybe let's say Prince brothers weren't really speaking to each other. You think that would go right by Jay Prince right? If Quavo said, "Yo, hey yo," and your son don't even mess with you like that, or your son don't even mess with his brother like that because he was a snake. You know what I'm saying? He was this, he was that. He wasn't right next to him at the time of his death. How would you have taken that? I think you would have took that as a disrespect, and you would have voiced your concern. So to me, it goes both ways, man. There's no way you could justify somebody killing your people. Now you're trying to answer. You have questions. You're trying to get answers, and you're saying somebody died because one of my people threw a punch. Hmm. Sad and unfortunate, but I don't see why that would make sense. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like a cop out. So it's hard to be understanding to what Jay Prince is saying because anybody would react that way. You're going through some things with your family and then you hear something happens to them, you think Offset's trying to be like, oh, I'm trying to chase Call. That's his family. He really feels hurt off of that. But y'all to insinuate that much shows a lot of the tells a lot about y'all characters, man. Just because y'all ain't seeing eye to eye with your family, you won't feel bad that they died in someone else's hands where they're supposed to be secure, and it wasn't really supposed to go down like that. I don't know, man. People are in people's ears talking down and trying to create friction. You should recognize that, man. Because if anybody that should say something like that is Junior. Because Junior was supposedly sitting with Quavo the whole time. So if he really felt like Takeoff was a snake, he would have been saying that from the jump. I don't know what kind of angle they're trying to bring by doing this right now, but it stinks, man. It takes away from the whole situation because you're trying to divert the energy to that, but people are still trying to get answers, man. You know, Takeoff died, yo. So we'll see how it plays on court, but for an anonymous citizen, a concerned citizen to post bail for a dude that basically was there and had a little friction with their camp shows the inconsistencies and the lack of awareness on both parts. Or if they're arguing about basketball or whatever or whatnot. The first shot was not pulled. was not bust by the Migos camp. If we can honestly say that, then we could come to terms with what's really happening out here. I mean, cats don't want to fight no more. But then things like this happen, so there's an accountability factor. You know? So sad and unfortunate situation where, you know, the way it's played out, a lot of people are going to gain clout off of it. So let the clout mongers begin, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what shit people could talk. The next rapper's demise and the next bullshit happens, you know what I'm saying? And that's how it's looking right now. A lot of bullshit situations, not enough answers. So the YGs should not be beefing with the OGs and vice versa, you know? Should come to an understanding. At the same time, if you're not really an OG, you will understand that part. Because you're too caught up in your own bullshit that you can't have foresight to see the destruction down the line. Anyway, it's your boy Matt Mizzle. You know my slogan. Keep it real in the field. Yeah, how they feel. I'm out. Peace.